powerful words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Alabama.
They'll move the tight end. Hand off from the gun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quick handoff. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus everything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide receiver going in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Yates. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Maldonado. He's got it on the move. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. BYU was far from the friendly confines of LaVell Edwards Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Now on the move. Oh, he's got some space. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Maldonado. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking for space. It's DeLuca.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And guys, how many 1st downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
To go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Turning it on. Ripping through the defense. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. They'll leave it with him. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Maldonado. Quickly out to the tight end. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
4-2 Spider. Ready? Get set, get set.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Maldonado. Complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Motion from the back. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Alabama pushing the tempo. Back to pass on second down. Fires left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll move the tight end. Quick release on the RPO. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Got him downfield. Racing down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. Buys a little time. Got the first down himself. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. to the back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Maldonado. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! Auburn extends its lead as the Tigers are turning back the tide.
And I give credit to Auburn, too. It seems like every year when these two teams play, it doesn't really matter what Auburn has done leading into this game. They are able, time and time again, to play their best when they play against the Tide. They're doing it again here in the second half.
And I hate the cliche throw the records out, but it does matter in this game. Why? Both these schools in the same state. They hate each other. The fans hate each other. Got recruited by the same schools. There is nothing about these two teams that like each other.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for a...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now first and 10 from the 29. To the air on first down. And they're not on the same page there.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He wants to take the top off. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
29 Philly.
Tight end now in motion. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Oh, they block it, and they scoop it up.
Yeah, and how about this defense? They've been struggling all day long. You're in a huge deficit, and you finally come up and make a play, block a kick. Maybe this creates some momentum now for your offense, and maybe they can go bail you out and make this a ball game.
Here comes that Alabama offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team. Unleashes one deep. This is picked off in the end zone, but officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Uncorks it. He's got it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let them go to work.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Bama! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wide receiver going in motion. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
This kicker is mentally tough, man. There are not a lot of guys that would have a kick blocked earlier in the game come out here and make that kick you just saw. That was awesome.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
And it's his fourth interception of the night.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail on the collar.
Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, and we are close to being all shooting. Since 1893, this game has meant more to the fans in the state of Alabama than any other sporting event, and the toilet paper will fly at Toomer's Corner. The Eagles will fly, and it is an orange and blue game as Auburn takes down the Tide in the Iron Bowl. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching.